Welcome to Skills Week. It's a Mary Senior High School. Today's presentation will take a look at writing your transferable skills portfolio. And first and foremost, what is a transferable skills portfolio? So your transferable skills portfolio is a document that describes all the skills you've developed in your time at St Mary Senior High School. That's what it is, and why it matters is why your teachers badge you about it is because it gives you a document that describes in quite some detail the skills that you've developed during your time at St Mary Senior High School. Skills that employers, that universities, that colleges will look into over and above your academics, which will help you to get jobs and university placements. So what are transferable skills? Well, first and foremost, you're going to head towards the real world and have to start adulting at some point. And that is no fun. So what we're going to do is try and give you the skills you need to adult successfully. You may be heading to uni, college, TAFE, or the workplace, something that inspires you. All of these are fantastic options. A really good ATAR is going to help you get into university, but it might not be enough, and it may not be the path for you. Universities are increasingly offering places to students based on things other than ATAR, based on skills. In this world, it's important that you develop a portfolio based on your skills, what you've learned, how you've learned to apply them to different scenarios, to ensure that you remain valued and valuable and a sought-after graduate. Saying I got 95 for an ATAR may not be enough anymore. So what? What skills do you have? So why does this transferable skills portfolio matter to you? Universities are demanding evidence of skills, both in terms of scholarship applications and sometimes in entry requirements. Early entry programs are awarded based on demonstration of skills, not just academics. Employers increasingly value transferable skills in their employees. Very often, if you have a job interview, the first question you're asked is, what skills do you bring to the position? A good understanding of these skills will give you an advantage in a rapidly changing world, so that you have a competitive advantage over somebody who can't answer that question. What skills do you bring to the position? If you can answer that confidently and quickly, without hesitation, you have a very big advantage over the next person. So what are transferable skills? Well, there's 7 of them. Here they are: creativity and innovation, communication skills, flexibility, initiative and self-direction, social and ethical and cross-cultural skills, 21st century literacies, which we'll call technological literacies, and your leadership and responsibility. These are the skills that employers increasingly look for and look towards you providing evidence that you have. So recognizing your transferable skills, you might think to yourself, I don't have any of these. Well, think about this. You learn more than just content with us in 2 years. You might be sitting in a maths class thinking, oh, I'm learning some maths equations, big deal. What you're actually learning is some really powerful, active problem-solving skills. You may develop your transferable skills when you engage with opportunities beyond the classroom, in the classroom, on the sports field, with the SRC, all sorts of different places here whilst here at St Mary Senior. Should also point out, well, at this point, that you can develop your transferable skills portfolio and register and reference skills that you develop outside of school as well, with a sporting group, with a church group, with a choir, with a taekwondo group. Anywhere that you develop skills and leadership abilities, you can register and reference your learning skills, your transferable skills. So where do you develop these transferable skills? Here's a whole bunch of places where you could develop these skills, and this is only a starting point. So you've gone through lots of those. You might be keen to do the Duke of Edinburgh walks. Fantastic, some wonderful skills there. Clubs. You might be part of an enjoyment club after school. You can still develop transferable skills in that as well. So here's a bunch of ideas to get you started where you might think, oh, what transferable skills can I get? I'm not going to read them all to you. You can read for yourself, but there are huge options available to you. And if you do or think of any of these or any others, reference them. We'll talk about how to do that at a later stage. Here's some more ideas for you. And you'll see, again, these are stuff that you do in school, outside school, in clubs, outside clubs. You might be asked to apply for mentoring. You might be asked to, you might be doing something like a PIP for Society and Culture, or you're doing a major project for any of the TAS courses. These are all getting you valuable transferable skills. So we have a Google Classroom for called Exit Planning, which is where you find the transferable skills documents. Year 12, 2022, you should have been given your invited to your Google Classroom last year, but just in case, make a note of that classroom code. Year 11 or Year 12, 2023, so the current Year 11 class, I have invited you all to join this classroom. By the time you see this video, you'll have an invite to the Transferable Skills Exit Planning 2023 classroom. In there, there'll be a bunch of documents to help you to develop your transferable skills portfolio. This is supposed to be a living, breathing document that you add to and you edit to reference your skills that you develop at school, in class, in clubs, outside classroom, in sporting teams, beyond the school, wherever and however you get them. The document also has a hard copy in your library, in the first part of your school diary. So if for whatever reason you can't see this classroom, if you can't see the classroom, please come to the tech centre. Come and see Matt. I'm sure I can help you out to get you in there because I know where those classrooms are. Please come on up. Love to see you in there and working on building your portfolio. So during this skills week, you've heard the advice from Catherine Taylor from Turning Point Consulting and now completed discussions around this Google slideshow. Your next step is to go to your exit planning classroom and start building your own copy of your skills portfolio. In this and your next mentor class, you'll start evidencing your skills. And this should only be the starting point. It should be something you go back to on a fairly regular basis. Oh, I went on this walk or I did this excursion last week. You should just get a quick note of what did I learn? What skills did I get? And if you get asked to join, or if you're offered a chance to join groups that are not necessarily academic study groups, that are outside classroom skills groups or clubs, think really hard about joining them because they give you a bunch of fantastic skills that you can use and employ as you develop your skills portfolio, which will be fantastic for you when you go to university, when you seek employment, and you start building up the answer to that question. What skills and abilities do you bring to this position, whatever that position is? Best of luck, everybody. I hope it all works well for you.